YCAM Manning's Caden Keller was the 800 champion here tonight. Audubon headed on to the state meet next week. Caden, you're guaranteed to make it in one event. What are the thoughts on that? How exciting is it?
It's pretty exciting. It's only my junior year, so I have another year left to still improve and hopefully qualify in 4 events next year.
Looked like you were well on your way in the 3200. I know Patrick got the best of you in the final lap. We'll see. Maybe you still end up making it, but was that any sort of motivator going into the 800?
Yeah, I didn't feel like I did very well on that 2 miles, so I really wanted to prove that I could run a little faster.
You did that in the 800. Where do you feel that race was won for you?
The home stretch, the last 150-ish. I kind of got boxed, but I got around it and sprinted past them.
Now you're headed to state. What are the expectations? What are the goals?
I'm expecting nothing, but hoping that I get like top 15.
Expecting nothing. Does that mean you kind of go into it with a nothing to lose mentality?
Yeah, basically.
Well, Boyer Valley's Patrick Heffernan pulls the distance double here tonight with titles in the 1600 and the 3200. Patrick, this started out as a night that couldn't be fun to run distances, but you have some strong showings. What are the thoughts?
I knew in the mile I'd have to go out hard because Lane Sam's running a 4:47. But I knew if I could just go out hard, usually people can't keep up with me when I run a fast first 2 laps, so that's usually.
What about the 32? I think Caden Keller of YCAM Manning got off to a pretty strong start. You were able to mow him down and finish strong. Was that the approach going in?
The approach was just to gap him because he ran 1 second better than me, but I wanted to show it's only the competition that tells me how fast I go.
When you ran the 32, it's cooled off now, but I mean, when we started the night, it was really hot. Does that change in any way the way that you attack a race like the 32?
No, because everyone else has to go through it hot, so I just run the same thing I usually do.
What do you feel you did well in that race?
The 3rd lap, that's what I've been working on, is just keep pushing it through the 3rd lap. And that's when I open the gap, and then on the 4th one, they don't want to come up and get me.
How exciting is it for you to take a couple events to state?
Very. I just want a medal at state. That's the goal.
What's it going to take to achieve that?
Not sure yet. I'll have to look at the times I'm going up against.
Well, Audubon's Gavin Smith for sure into state in 2 events, probably 3. We'll have to wait and see though. But Gavin, what are your thoughts on tonight?
Yeah, I think shuttle went good. It was really windy to start the night, so I knew that was going to be a factor in both the sprint med and the shuttle. I think we ran a little better times in both of those. We ran a new order in the sprint med, and I mean, we ran good. Our 400 guy ran his best time of the year. Other guys ran some of their best times, so I think we did the best we could. Now we just got to hope we can get in that. And in shuttle with that win, me and Brandon going into it, we did all right. I think the other 2 did really good, starting Aaron and then Carter run 3rd. They both did good, ran some of their better times of the year. So I think get down to state, hopefully get some good weather. Not so windy, we can hopefully drop that time a little bit more.
55.83 in the 400 lows, best ever. That's saying a lot with what you've done in your past. Pretty good time for it here, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I started out a little slow. I was just kind of coasting there to start, just kind of feeling it out. Hadn't ran a whole lot before, but get loose. And then really those last 3 hurdles, normally that's where I've been struggling with stuttering steps before I got to the hurdles and stuff like that. I was just able to stay really smooth tonight through those last 3, and obviously that helped, and then drop the time a little bit, and hopefully we get down to state and run even a little better.
You mentioned state. What's the attack for you going into it?
Yeah, I think for shuttle and highs, they both got prelims, so you want to just feel it out, not run too aggressive in shuttle. We don't want to jump it. They got a lot of eyes down there watching you, so I think we should be in the top 8 for sure. So just definitely for state and shuttle, just run that kind of conservative to start. Just try to make it to the finals and then run a little more aggressive in the finals. See if we can't push up there for one of the top times. And then in highs, kind of the same thing. Run a quick race, hopefully run a good race in the highs. Kind of stay safe though on the gun and stuff like that, but then definitely in the finals be more aggressive, try to go for that higher place.
It's Coach Reboff's last year, and I know he was optimistic to get at least 2 to 3 events on, and you're going to help him do that. What's that mean to you?
Yeah, that's huge, having Reboff. I mean, he was here for all of my brothers going to state, Nolan winning a couple titles back in the day. So obviously been around him a lot in the track program and stuff like that. And for his last year here, I mean, it's nice to go down there and get a couple events in, and hopefully we can go down there and get some good medals for him and just kind of give him a good send out on his last year, go out strong with some top performances, hopefully get some PRs down there and just see if we can't do great for him.
Well, Arweva's Cooper Cook, a two-time state qualifier here tonight after the state qualifier in Audubon. Cooper, a big night for you so far. What are the thoughts?
Just an amazing night. Kind of all day I was feeling good, and then came here and I just proved it.
Strong showing in the high jump. First, take us through that.
Just first jump wasn't the best, but after that my coach told me what I had to fix, so I fixed it, and I was still able to come out with first place.
In that event this year, where do you feel you have grown and improved the most?
Just getting up and not worrying about getting too far out. I know my momentum will bring me over the bar. I just have to get up.
110 highs as well. Really tough field with Gavin Smith in it as well from Audubon, but you're able to come out on top. What are the thoughts?
It was a good race to him. Props to him. Pretty sure I'll still be seeing him down at state, so just being able to run with him basically all year long and just competing with him was a great time, and still going to compete with him at state.
Looking ahead to both those events now at state, what's the goal?
Just placing at this point in high jump and trying to come up with a state title for 1A in the hurdles.
Do you enter? I think you've been ranked pretty highly in that event all year. So do you enter with maybe a little bit of pressure on yourself?
Yeah, I had pressure on me all year because I got second last year, and I didn't want to have it just be an oops and just make it down there again and prove that I'm capable.
Well, Cam's Lane speaker into state in 3 different events here tonight. I would say probably likely to get an at-large as well in the 4th one. But Lane, a busy and productive night for you. What are the thoughts?
We know we had a pretty good chance coming in, and individually I felt really good running all year, so I knew I'd have a pretty good chance. And in the sprint med, we knew we put together a pretty good team, and if we just put Cale Moss in a position to win, that we'd probably get her done. So overall, it's been a good night, and hopefully we can keep it going.
Take us through that sprint med. That's been a kind of a group that's had success this year.
Yeah, the biggest thing with that has just been our handoffs. Earlier in the year, we had a few struggles with that, but ever since we perfected them, we've just continued to improve, and we're on the right track with that.
Wins in the 100 and 200 as well. Take us through those races.
Yeah, on Monday I ran a season's best with 11:07, but all year running on Monday I got to run against ACGC's Austin Kunkel. So running against guys like that really helps boost your confidence and stuff like that. So coming in today I felt good, and same thing with the 200 felt good. I just had to get her done, and I did.
Senior year, and you're going to be busy. So we know at least 3 events, probably 4. How exciting is that for you going into next week?
Running at Drake is always really fun. Last year was a bit miserable with the rain, but regardless of the weather, it's always a joy to run there, so I'm excited.
Yeah, how do you try to attack it?
Just got to mentally prepare myself and keep my body healthy. So far this year, I've managed to do pretty good. I had a little of a leg issue, but I've overcome that, and I'm feeling good right now, so just got to mentally focus and drink lots of water.